Hi, welcome to Yoga by Janelle. Today's class is an all levels balance class. If you had a chance to watch my balance informational video, then I've already explained a lot of things about balance. So I will just refer you to that. I'm not going to waste time doing a whole lot of discussion. But just basically, balance is just important. It helps prevent us from having falls. It can help prevent injuries along the way, and it helps to strengthen our muscles and our joints and our bones. So let's go ahead and we're going to get started. You want to have your yoga mat. Make sure that you have a nice flat mat. I know sometimes I like to use a cushy mat because it helps with the support of my knees when I'm down on the ground doing different yoga poses. But for this class, you really need to have a nice flat mat because you want to make sure that your surface is just as firm as it can be. You're going to come to the center of your mat, firmly root those feet down into your mat, rooting them just like a tree root. And we're going to stand firm. Turn those palms up, facing the forward, and drop those shoulders down and back. Engage those abdominal muscles, drawing them in towards your spine. We're just going to take a few breaths. You're going to inhale in through your nose. Exhale it out. Inhale it in. And exhale it out. One more inhale. Inhale it in. And exhale it out. We're going to go ahead and start some movement. We're going to bring those feet in towards one another slightly. We're going to sit back into chair. If you're not sure what chair pose is, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration sideways. In chair, you're going to actually sit your bottom back like you're sitting into a chair. You're going to keep your knees above your ankles and your arms are going to come up to kind of be right by your ear. So that's chair. You're sinking into that seat. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go inhale into chair. You're going to inhale chair. And we're exhaling, just standing straight back up into mountain pose. Inhaling into chair again. Exhaling into mountain pose again. Inhale into chair. Exhale into mountain pose. On our next inhale, we're going to go into inhaling into chair. Exhaling, arms back. Up onto your toes, drawing those abs in, exhaling, inhaling back into chair, exhaling into mountain pose. So we're going to do that again. You're going to inhale those arms into chair, exhaling those arms back, up onto your tippy toes, inhaling back into chair, exhaling mountain pose. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, chair. Exhale, arms back, tippy toes. Inhaling, chair. Exhale, standing up to mountain. Once more, inhale, chair. Exhale, arms back, tippy toes. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Great, good job. All right, the next thing we're doing, we're gonna go widen those legs out so that we're gonna go into a little bit of a squat or the goddess pose. Feet are gonna be spreading out towards your sides. You're gonna bend those knees so that they're tracking with those toes. When you bend, you're gonna inhale it up and we're exhaling it out. And you're straightening those knees at the same time. We're gonna go and take that for 3 breaths. Inhale down and exhaling it up. Inhale it in. And exhale. Inhale, squat, lift those arms. And exhaling it back up. On this next one, and when we go into our squat, you're gonna lift that right toe up in your squat. So we're gonna inhale, come down, lifting that right toe, and coming back up. Exhale it out. Inhale, squat. Exhaling it. I'm going to inhale, squat again. And exhale, standing up. And we're switching over to the other side. You're going to do your left toe this time. Up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, squat. Exhale it out. Inhale, squat. And exhale it down. On this time, you're going to have both feet. You're lifting both feet and standing on those toes. Inhale, squat, both heels up. And exhale it down. Again, both heels up and pushing it back up. One more time, inhale, squat, both heels up. Hold it and release. And we're going to turn and come to the top of our mat. And we're going to go ahead and start by lifting our left leg up. You're going to lift that left leg up and bring that arm up at the same time. So we're lifting and release it down, tapping it down. Lift it up again. Tap it down. Inhale, lift it up. And rotate those arms out to the side. Left arm is going to be back. Right hand is going to be on the outside of that thigh. And breathe. You may need to keep your gaze forward. And we're going to come down. Inhale it up, step back into high lunge. And we're going to drop it down, open twist. Right arm facing the ceiling. Drop that right arm down, stepping back into downward facing dog. Walk those feet. And come into plank, lower down to your hands and your knees. In this posture, you want to have your fingers spread apart. You want your elbows stacked over your wrist. And you want to have your hips stacked over your knees. We're going to extend your left leg and your right arm. And we're going to keep those abdominals drawn in as best as you can. On your inhale, you're lifting both leg and arm. And exhaling it down. Inhale it up. And down. Inhaling it up. And down. One more time, inhale. Hold it. This time we're going to take both your arm and leg out to the sides of your body, drawing it back to the center. If modifying, you can keep your right arm down. And if you need more modification, you can just tap out to the side and back in. And come back to center. Then tuck those toes. Push back into downward facing dog. Floating those heels to the floor. Pushing your chest into your thighs. Now lift that right leg up. Step it through, back into your high lunge. And we're going to step forward. Half lift. Exhale it down. Inhale it up to stand. And down to your heart center. We're going to switch and do your right leg this time. You're going to inhale, lift it up. Exhale it down, tapping it back. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale it down, tapping it back. Inhale, lift it up again. Exhale, twist. You can gaze behind you. You want the right arm extended. Left arm is going to be on the side of your knee. You may need to keep your focus forward. One more breath. Set it down. We're going to inhale, lift, and step it back into a high lunge. Drop those arms down. We're going to do a twist. Left arm up in the air. Drop both arms down to the ground. Step back into downward facing dog. Pushing into plank. Dropping those knees down. Again, keeping those arms in alignment. Extend that right leg out. Left arm forward. Lifting up, inhale, and exhaling it down. Lifting up, exhaling it down. Keep those abdominals engaged. Inhale it up, and exhale it down. This time we're gonna lift, hold it, and we're gonna take those arms out to your sides. Again, modifies, drop that arm, keep that leg going. Exhale it in. And modification again, simply tapping. And one more time. Exhale it in. Come back to center. Pushing up into downward facing dog. Lifting that left leg up. Gently stepping in. Coming up to a half lift. And exhaling down. Inhaling all the way up to stand. Bring those hands to your heart center. All right, I invite you to come to the center of your mat. And now we're gonna go into our tree pose. In tree, there's several ways to modify. You can have a block to modify it with. And the first modification, you're just gonna bring it up close to where your foot is. And you can set your toe on there. You can have your block at any level that suits you, that's comfortable, like so. That would be your first position. And when you get into tree, you want to keep your toe down. You can put it on your shin. You can bring it above your ankle between your knee, or you can bring it up above your knee into your groin. Once you've found your position, bring those hands to your heart center and hold it there. Root firmly down through your foot. And we're going to extend those arm branches out just like a tree and hold it. Take a few breaths. And release it down. We're going to switch to the other side. You will notice that in some of us, we are different on each side. I can get it up on this other side higher than I can on this side. So this is where I'm going for tree right now. So I'm modifying and I'm doing the video. So modifications are fine too. Okay, we're going to bring those arms into your heart again. I'm going to extend those arms out. Hold it. If you feel wobbly, that's just your body's way of trying to find that balance. Take a few breaths. Find your gaze. Focus on something in front of you. If you close your eyes, it'll give you much more of a challenge. And release it. We're going to go into bringing your left leg again, firmly rooted on the ground. And we're going to fold that right leg up so that it's kind of making a figure four. Grab onto your toe. We're going to bring that out in front. You can hold it there or you can open it up. And letting the other arm out to the side and hold it. Take a few breaths. And bring it back. We're going to go to the other side. Same thing, bring that leg up like a figure four. Grabbing onto that toe, stretching it out in front, and slowly take it out to the side if you can. We're going to take a few breaths. And returning into center, and bending and dropping. We're going to take and turn that right leg out, pushing your weight into that back hip. Slide those arms down, and we're going to step into triangle. Extending those arms out. Going to bend into that right leg. Take your block if you need it. And we're going to step into this, lifting that left leg up. You can keep your gaze down. Whoops, I'm losing it, guys. See? Told you, it's hard for us. I'm gonna keep that gaze down. You can turn it to the front, or you can lift that arm up. This is your half moon. And release it. Gonna bring my block with me. We're gonna come back into triangle again. And we're going to lean into that, holding onto your block if necessary. Lifting that leg up and holding it. And release it. Moving the block out the way. I'm gonna come back up to the top of your mat. We're gonna inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back into plank. And from plank, we're gonna go into our side plank. So you can modify this a couple ways. Keep that arm in alignment with the shoulder, drop one knee, drop your back knee down, rotating it out to the side, and lifting that this way. That's actually one way to modify. So then we're gonna go, if you're not modifying, you're just gonna kind of stack those feet on top of one another if you can, or you can bring one foot down. Tighten those abdominals, back into plank, and reverse. And drop. Drop those knees. Coming into child's pose. And we're going to come up into seated position. Going to inhale a little bit and exhale it back down. A few breathing breaths. Inhale it up and rotate to your right. And return to center. Inhale it up again and exhale it to your left. Stretch those legs out in front of you. And we're going to go into a forward fold, walking those arms out. Walking back in. We're going to go over to your right side, stretching it. And bringing it back up and over to the other side. And back to center. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me today in this balance class. Leave me a comment of how the class went for you. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends and family, and of course, hit that notification bell so you can be notified with new classes that are uploaded. You all have such a great day.